Right, one, WeaponCollector here. Right, let me just see. That should be right. Itchy nose like normal. So yeah, just wait for some people to get on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do quickly. Let me just see if I click. Oh, you can't anyway. Yeah, so that don't work. So I was going to check out whether I could do the slow mode. You right, Lapbricks? How you doing, mate? Yeah. Paul, you right? Right, I'm just going to go off just for a second. I'll still be here. You'll still be able to see me and hear me. I just won't be able to see you. I'm just experimenting with the slow mode stuff. Right. Just going to see if this comes up on here. Don't matter if it don't. You right, Peter? You right, Zed? I got your things there. Did you see? Thank you for those. I've not read them all through yet. I was going to say, in fact, all of the one apart from actually, I haven't read any of them yet. Saying that, you right, Sydney? Yeah, I haven't read or watched them all yet. So yeah, most of them are going to be a surprise to me, but I'll have to obviously read them soon. Right, let's see if this slow mode works. It didn't when Liam tried it. Did slow mode come up on here? Heroin with ease, right, mate? Jumps our boot, right? Lovely new display you done, by the way, Riggs. I like that. Right, Rich? Right, Stug? Sorry, I got itchy nose again already. I already fucking started. I was just shaving my nose hair, so it makes it worse after. Yeah, so that don't work. No, I know how to do it, Stug, but it appears that you can only do the slow mode if you're using some kind of program like software to stream. That's the only way to do it. I can find the bit. I've just done it right on here. It says send a message every 20 seconds, and I've set it. But because technically you're using a different thing, which is the webcam way of doing it, it doesn't register it. No, I'll try it again quickly. Actually, let me see. Nah, it's very weird. Pointless bollocks. Harold V said just pressing some bud into dabs. Nice one, yeah. Enjoy yourself, mate. Jumps our booster. Cheers, Mike. I might slightly change what's going to be on the board before it goes up. Yeah, it looked nice, so you buying your self-adhesive red felt inspired me to buy some for my behind me. This is going to be the board for the new display. Right, about 3 foot by 3.5 foot that I've got there. This is the display case for my dad's stuff. Well, I lined that with some, what do you call it? I can't remember what colour this is. It's not red, it's the darker, you know what I mean? Can't remember what you call it. But yeah, the darker sort of red. This is lined with that. I can't tip it up because it'll all fall out because it's not done yet. But not is it burgundy? Burgundy, maybe, I don't know. Who else is on? It's a pointless bollocks. That sounds like my life. Daniel, you right, mate? Liam, you right? John, you right? I see you uploaded a video earlier. So yeah, that's going to be the display thing for my dad's stuff. So I'll show you a couple of things. I won't show you properly, but there's that truncheon I was talking about. Fairbairn such fighting knife. Is Jaguar hood ornament. Proper full size one. And there's a suit jacket. There's a waistcoat in there because he always used to like. He was always smart. You know, my dad, if he, even if he went to the dentist, he would wear a full suit. He always liked to be smart. Yeah, burgundy. I couldn't think of the bloody colour of it. Right, just gonna sit off screen. I just got to put some of this stuff on my nose. See what stuff itching. That's better. Yeah, family heirloom, my man. That's it. That's it. So yeah, in there's one of his waistcoats, and then there's some of his business cards. The thing for whatever the when you at a funeral and they have the things that you read from. Yeah, and there's some other stuff to go in, and I want to put some pictures of him in there from when he was from basically a kid to a granddad, basically. Yeah, but yeah, that's being done now. That's about, well, you can see how big it is. It's pretty big. Order of service, that's it, Liam. I can never think what them things are called. But yeah, hello everyone who's on. Touch the sneaks in, nicks a DVD. Yeah, what did you nick? What have I got out? Looks like you would have got your hands on this if you was going to grab the closest DVD you could get. Oh, unlucky. Although, and it's not a film. It's not a bad DVD, but it's not something you could resell. Thank you, Stark. You said that was really nice. Yeah, Iron Man said our family heirlooms. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's what they'll go in there, and then I'll keep that, and then that can go to someone else. That can go to my brother's kids or whoever wants it. You're putting ones instead of exclamation mark, Zed. You've been drinking. Yeah, there's some other stuff in there that I can't show you, just because they're too. I show my address and stuff. You know what I mean? Paul said, "Will you do a video on it, Mike?" Be nice. I will do a video on that. I'll just have to blur out some bits of it. Yeah. I'm trying to get hold of a picture. There's a good picture of my mum and dad, more than 40 years ago, stood next door in his original house, his family house, doing a sort of Bonnie and Clyde sort of pose with a shotgun. But I can't seem to get hold of it. It seems to have disappeared. But the problem is, a lot of photos nowadays, people take a picture of a picture, send you it, and it looks shit. So I need the original picture. Yeah, my dad, yeah, definitely Iron Man in the day, yeah. When me and Malcolm was about, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe a bit older, he stops then. And, well, no, he stops going out drinking anyway, put it that way. Yeah, he used to go out and drink and get in a lot of trouble, fights, and he stopped drinking altogether when me and Malcolm started doing it, basically. Where am I? Video base, you right, mate? Peach. Soviet Goose, you right? Tactical said, hope everyone's well. Dad said, no, not pissed. I do a new keyboard though. I do need a new keyboard though. If I don't hit the keys just right, they don't work. Ah, no. Yeah. Yeah, there's some good yeah. I'll get the pictures, and I also might print out a load, and I might on the back of that, so you can initially look at it, but if you took it down and looked at the back, there'd be a load of information about my dad on the back, and maybe a little packet with a load of pictures in. And obviously I won't be able to fit them all in there. Iron Man said, "Are your parents from the same region?" Yeah, pretty much round the corner from each other. Yeah. Video Bay said, my cleaver knives are almost done. Just need to clean, sand, add handles and sharpen. Nice one, Beach. Yeah, I look forward to seeing them. They look quite nice. You've shown me before, haven't you? Oh, I've still got a fucking itchy nose. It'll piss off in the end. Oh, by the way, if anyone wondered what I'm showing in the thumbnail, I've now got a batch of broadheads to sell. But I'll probably make more before I sell them. Iron Man said, my dad's a Londoner and my mum's from Oxford. No, right, yeah, mine are from here. Yeah, my family lived around here for a long time. That's all. I did get your mail. Jumbo Sabu said, I was talking to Riggs there. John said, have you seen the 2.2 powder pellet rifle? Have you seen what your one, John? Yes, I have. Yeah, sorry if I didn't reply to that. Yes, I did see. Yeah, very nice. Coming along nicely. Lewis, you right, mate? I'll read that in a second. Video base. Oh, Jamie Ross, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. So my hair's getting long. It's starting to go Wolverine-ish now, where it's like poking up. If I look straight on, you better see it a bit. It starts to poke up, and then my side, my sideburns don't help. Video base said, after that, I can make your Bowie. Do you want to add a handle yourself? We'll just post. Do you know what, Pete? It's up to you. I would love a fully made knife from you. That would be a privilege to own. So it's up to you. If you made the whole thing, it'd mean a bit more to me, if that makes sense. But I'd like to, at the same time, it's cool to have a blank to doing it. Lewis said, give us a shout when you're ready to sell some of those bolts. Definitely, Lewis. I know you like having them. I know you'll have them straight away. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a load of these ones. These are, every time I buy these heads, they're always different bloody sizes. Not that it matters, because they're all near enough the same size. So there's these ones, and then I think the ones you've got are more that size. But it doesn't really make much difference. They'll all do the same thing. Stug said stunt double, overweight stunt double for Wolverine. Yeah, Bennett. Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, fucking Bennett haircut. I mounted, did your dad have any siblings? He had an older brother and 3 sisters. Yeah. Yeah, seven sisters and 3 brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Most of my family tend to have about 5 or 6 kids. But some don't. My dad had 5 kids, but then only one of his 5 kids have had kids. All the rest ain't bothered yet. Where am I? Hitler. He said, "Can you show us your Rambo knives?" I don't actually know where it is. Oh, I can't. It's in a box under there, so sadly I can't. I'll show you a Bowie knife if you want one. Yeah, my Rambo knife, I'm pretty sure, is in that box under there. And there's all this shit. This stuff's not normally here. I can't even get over in that corner at the minute. Pete said, if you keep your hair cut or long, yeah, the in-between is scary. Exactly. Oh, man, Mike, we are the smart ones. Who needs whiny kids? Yeah, exactly. I cannot wait to cut my hair. To me, this feels horrible as well. Hate it. But because I sleep half the night on that side, half the night on that side, it actually sticks it up a bit. So it actually gets like because it should be down and it wouldn't look so Wolverine-ish. John said, why the fuck do we have Hitler in the chat? He ain't anymore. He's gone now. But yeah, Lewis, 100%. I'll get hold of you straight away because I know you want, I know you wanted more of these. Yeah, I've got, I don't know how many there is there, but there's quite a few. And I've got another 24 heads coming. And I'll tell you what, I've finally also found some cheap heads, so it makes it more economical. Because at one point, these was costing me £2. So it was making it so I was making like 50p a fucking bolt, which I'm prepared to do. But yeah, it's not very, because you lot get some good bolts out of it and I still make a bit. But yeah, luckily I can get these at the minute for less than £1. So the whole bolt for materials is costing about £1.50. Oh man said I can go on a boat cruise at 65 and catch COVID 26. Yeah, exactly. Fuck's sake. I hope there ain't a COVID 26. You imagine that? That with the 24 heads coming, you'll be well chilled. Yeah, exactly. Lewis said, Mike, you honestly should sell them for a little more than you do. They're a quality product. Well, I'll think about that. You better tell me that after you've bought some. But yeah, I don't mind adding. If people are prepared to, I'll add another 50p on, but I won't for now. Maybe when they start selling good. But yeah, at the minute it's a lot more economical. When the full-on COVID shit was going on, it was a nightmare. Everything was taking more than 6 weeks to get the heads. That's why it's took so long to do it. Finally, I can get them heads. I can get 24, less than £1 each, and they arrive in about 3 weeks at the minute. Although I don't know why, because the COVID's not really slowed down, has it? T2, you're right, mate. Good to see you on. Lewis said the broadheads I got off Blades and Bows a few years back all ended up snapping or bending. Yeah, and they're very expensive, aren't they? I actually find it laughable how much they charge for these things. Not Blades and Bows, but some of the other, obviously they're just getting them off of some companies. Do some of you know? Do you know how much if you wanted to buy one of these from George Sprav would cost you, or Prepper Shop? That one bolt would cost you £7 at least. I think that's £7 before they add postage. So they're essentially about £8.50 each. You can't do that. You can't afford it. My man said, Mike, you could sell sheaves with your logo and make money. Most knives come with rubbish sheaths. That's a good idea. I will do eventually. I have had people ask for sheaves. All of the other things I probably will sell eventually, like the Bowies, the Warhammers, all of that. It's just, for me at the minute, these quivers and these bolts I can whack out so quick. I only have to spend a couple of hours a day to, potentially make 80 quid's worth of product. Tactical says, shot up here in northeast, 2,000 new cases passed. That's a lot, isn't it? Lewis said, before the ban, the zombie branded ones were even more. Were they? Yeah, don't surprise me, Lewis. Don't surprise me. Hell of a lot. Yeah, I've got a load of there'll be a load of broadheads coming. Oh, and I'll tell you what I've also bought, if anyone's interested. I know a couple of people are. I'm going to do a couple of different designs, actually, and I'll ask you in a minute what you would like, people, potentially. I've ordered some stuff to make some of the crossbow bayonets, if people wanted those. But I could do the blades in different shapes. So what I might do is I might just because, to be honest, if I make 3 and they don't sell, I'll just put them on my crossbows. I'm going to make one like the AKM shape. So I'm going to make a bayonet with a blade exactly like the AKM bayonets. I'm going to make one with a blade like a traditional bayonet, like dagger style sort of shape, and probably make one like a is there a K-bar? Is there a K-bar bayonet? And maybe an SA80 style one as well, yeah. Krylon, right, mate? Rich, he said, how much are the Jaxie bolts, Mike? I think they are cheaper than the slingshot channels if they're £7 a bolt. I don't know. I think they're quite expensive as well, aren't they? When you work it out. But yeah, but none of them are. Yeah, I'll look that up quickly. How does he spell it? Oh, that's it. Right, just out of curiosity, I'm going to have a look much he said, because I know they're quite expensive for the amount you get. They are 6 for $26. So 6 for £20, maybe. Yeah. Oh, that's without postage. I don't. That's the other thing, though. You often forget the postage in these things. But yeah, Jerry. Oh, Jerry. Yeah, I'm glad you. Yeah, thank you for buying the quiver the other day. I hope you. Yeah, I'm glad you. Glad you liked it. Sorry, I was too busy looking at something else then. Jay Marsh, right, mate? He said, "How's it going?" Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Colin said, "How has COVID affected you? Like shortages, fighting?" Apart from what I mentioned, I don't know if you heard, Colin, it's not affected me a lot. Apart from trying to buy stuff from China has been an absolute fucking nightmare. Yeah, trying to buy stuff from China to make stuff has been very difficult. In fact, I stopped because it was taking over 8 weeks to get stuff, and the prices had doubled. But that's it, really. Let me just look at something out of curiosity. I'm going to see how much his postage is. I hope I can buy these by accident. Don't say the postage, but yeah, that's with a lot of things. They want another £5 on the postage. Tactical, can you make me a purple dildo one? I want to play Saints Row in real life. Well, I'll do it so you can just mount it straight on there. Oh, also the Jaxie bolts for $26 don't have a broadhead on though. If you bought them with a broadhead, that would probably yeah. Yeah, if you wanted the Jaxie bolts with a broadhead on, that would cost you an extra $26 to have the 6 broadheads as well. So yeah, so that's double what I sold them for. Lola said, "Young man, I was once in your shoes." I said I was. Hang on. Fuck's sake. Right. Well, you Lola. Good for you. Tax slaves, you right, mate? So yeah, if you want pistol crossbow bolts, come to me. They'll be half the price. You can get them anywhere in the world. Yeah, and probably better. So yeah, I don't know what we were talking about now. Oh, I see nose again. Yeah, that'll be the new display board. This I've just got it in here because I was using it as a table for my homemade knife collection video. Oh, I'll tell you what I did do today, which some of you may have seen. I made my interactive film public last night, not realizing that it was going to be shared like a new video, and that by now should have over 1,000 views now. That's really good. So I'm laughing at the name that came up. Mr. Mike Litterus. He said, "Why did you delete your last stream?" There was something that went on at the end that I just thought would be better hidden, really. Jerry said, "What's the best target boss to use for Tomcat 2? I struggle to pull the bolts out of my archery one. I can find them as they're well in the center of it." I'll tell you what I do, Jerry. I get any box will do, but I get a washing powder box. Stuff that with paper, newspapers, just vertically, just lay them in. Don't like scrunch it up. Just lay a load of newspapers in it, and maybe some scrunched up at the front, but it doesn't really matter. You don't need to. I just put paper in, and that seems to stop bolts reasonably well. Don't pack it in either, though. Let it have a little bit of movement. That seems to stop Tomcat 2 bolts fine. Doesn't break them either, and you can pull them out all right. T2 said, "Can't wait to see the display board." Like, yeah, it'll be done soon. It's 3 foot by 3.5 foot, so a decent size. It'll go up there, so you won't be able to sit on videos. But I can show you it, and every time I do a new knife, I'll put it up there and show you again. Richard, I finally watched all the endings of the interactive film. Oh, nice one, Rich. Good, I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's getting a lot of views. That's probably one of my most popular videos at the minute, I was really happy with that because I didn't make it public thinking I thought I'd make it public and it would just people might be able to search for it. But I actually notified people, sent it out as a notification. Yeah, it's getting like it don't sound a lot, but my average views are like eight views an hour or something. If it gets to 12, that's good. This was at one point getting 22 or 28 views an hour. As I say, it don't sound a lot, but that builds up in the day. Yeah. I think it's more than that, but that's just what this little thing says on vidIQ, which is like a thing that tells you your hidden stats. Zed said you don't want to stay at the YMCA, you might end up with a Stephen Hawking's ass. Nothing left but a black hole. Sure, you did that last week, Zed. Lewis said, don't do what I did and use a Littlewoods catalogue with the women and a child on the front. Covers a target. Got some flack for that. Ah, fuck's sake, Lewis. I could just imagine that. Yeah. Peter said that interactive thing is good laugh. It's good, and I enjoyed doing it, and I was quite proud of that. You know, I can't act to save my life, but I've still got in here. The chainsaw is just there, and up on the windowsill, normally on the sofa, is the hand. Oh, just under 1,000 tactical. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? He said it's 996 at the minute. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Because that was only on, it was on a lot less than that. I think it was like 500 last night. Things up, Warrior. Right, mate. Thank you for the video, by the way. I got it now. And you don't mind me putting that on my video, do you? That's right, innit? Lewis said, better acting than what you see on those modern soaps. Quite a lot of people actually said that. I won't get too big-headed, though. Richard said, a few thick pillows can stop a normal pistol bolts. Shot out of a Tomcat too. Josh is saying, slingshot, you right, mate? That's what, yeah, let's get it to 1K, everyone. I'll have to, I'll show you the, let me show you the link to my interactive video, the first one. Give it a quick click. Yeah, what I'll do with those broadheads, I will, well, to be honest, if people want them now, just message me and I might leave it a bit, but the people who've mentioned, I will save them for you, put it that way. I definitely won't, like Lewis, as he asked, I'll definitely keep some for you. What was I going to say? I'm going to keep the majority for now. Once I've made the whole batch, because I think it'd be better if I do a video. If I do a video with like a big batch on the video and a load of quivers and the bayonets, I think it just look better. It looked like I got a lot of stock. You know what I mean? But yeah, there should be plenty of those bolts going around though. I should be getting on for. No, it don't sound a lot, but I should be getting on for in like 70 something, 75 maybe soon. Because people only buy 6 at a time. Things like Warren said, I don't mind, Mike. Thank you. I just wasn't sure because I know you said about for my eyes only. I wasn't sure if it was just for me or, but yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that'll go on. While I'm here, I'll mention that as well. Don't forget to join in my Halloween video, please. You'll get featured on my channel for the Halloween video, and they're always popular. You know, they normally get into the 1,000 views. It'll be a long live video featuring your videos, so you can either go on it anonymously or I'll put your channels on. You know, saying it's actually from you, and yeah, you'll get featured, and you might get some subs and views out of it. But what I want is either a written down story and I'll read it, or even better, a video. You tell a video. So I think Liam's going to join in. Stu SAK94 has already joined in. Zed's joined in. Jim M has joined in. Slingshot Warrior's joined in. Pistol Crossbow Fan has sent me 2 videos. No, 3 videos. Steve Wood. Yeah, there's some good ones. They're all good. But yeah, some of them have. Steve has sent me some pictures of like a paranormal investigation. Tactical, you're going to join in. Cheers, mate. Zed says that's an interesting looking green and yellow box behind you. Yeah, do you want to see that? I'll show you that, Zed, if you want. Do you want to try and guess what it is first? Phil. Who's doing all these bloody names trying to trick me? Phil McGrine. He said, how much do weapons cost? A lot. There you go, a lot. Zed said, yeah, oh yeah, he said, yeah. Slingshot said, I made it private so you could use my. Thank you, Slingshot. Yeah, I had to ask you to send it unlisted. There's a weird thing, I don't know why. YouTube always say, yeah, make it private, send a link, people see it. That never works. The only time it ever works if it's unlisted. But yeah, I got it, so cheers, mate. That's what I said. Remind me to email you. Yeah, I'll read some out. I may even ask people a couple of days, about a week before, if they want to. So the people who haven't done videos, if you want to, you could read out someone else's story. But I don't mind. I'll either read them out or I'll see if it sounds all right. I'll do a text to speech thing to read it out. Because I noticed if you write it out right, how you want it read out, it don't sound too bad. Right. This was to go in my box because I sorted out my drawers recently. So it's that sort of traditional survival knife with the catapult. But mine's been changed slightly. I should have kept this fucking spotless, really, because this is probably quite a probably getting on for quite a rare knife now. I don't think it's an original, but still, even like the copies are, could potentially be sought after. So I've added paracord there. There's some bank line around this bit taped on. There's the catapult bit. There's the whistle. There's the sharpening stone. I don't think I've modded anything else on that, apart from adding a lanyard and a leg tie. And it's got the wire cutter. But I did change a couple of the things inside. So there's the blade. And then in that bit where we have a little toolkit, I modded it slightly and added some stuff. So, or did I? Yeah, no, I did. But it's tapes. I've added the little, what do you call it? This is like a harpoon type thing, but also a tool. I had to mod that to make it better. And I've added some cotton wool and some, what do you call it? Fuck, I can't remember what they're called now. Water purification tablets. Yeah, good little knives they are, really, for what they are. I like them. But yeah, that needs to go in my box of knives because it was just randomly in a drawer with a load of torches. Richard said, Mike, if that Forced Fire show, do I know if it's getting any more seasons? Is that what you're saying? In all honesty, Richard, I ain't got a clue. Yeah, good old knives, aren't they? They're quite sort of popular things, aren't they, Zed? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done a video on mine. If I have, it's an old one. Here's a question for you, and I don't know if anyone will be able to answer this. Talking about old videos, right? Liam, are you on? Tell me what your opinion on this is. Whether you would do it. So, my channel doesn't get shared a lot, but I think it does get shared to one specific group of people, which I don't do videos for anymore. So all of my most popular videos are me making a crossbow trigger, right? Now those videos get a lot of views, but I don't, and I think that's where a lot of my subscribers come from. Do you think it would be worth deleting them, or not deleting them, but privating them so that I don't have to have my, because the problem is it's very hard to tell anyway what's actually happening. Am I getting loads of new subscribers from those videos and they only want to watch crossbow stuff, and that's why my subscribers don't watch my videos? Or is it just YouTube not sending them out? It's probably not worth deleting them, is it? Or hiding them. But I wondered if I hid the videos, would I finally get my other videos shared? Yeah, you're probably right there, Liam. I thought I'd ask you because you've got a big channel, you know how it sort of works. Yeah. Yeah, I just thought I had sort of decided not to. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's annoying because I'll tell you what, I'd have to look at a metric, see if I'm getting subscribers from that videos, see how many subscribers I'm actually getting from those videos. So I may not be. They get a lot of views, no comments though. Weird. Slingshot said, "Cool knife. Which tutorial did you like the best?" Well, the little pistol one was pretty cool. And they was all good. Slingshot. Penis, he said, yes, they're really good. Jamie said, suppose you ain't modded that knife. Fold out crossbow one day. Kenjiro, right, mate? Liam said, personally knows, I imagine YouTube hide your stuff even more. Dactwood, yeah, don't cut your nose off. That's what I was thinking. I just thought I'd ask people what you lot thought. But yeah, I always wondered if I got rid of those videos, would potentially the others get more shared? But I don't think so. I reckon it would just be, oh, look, he's getting even less views now. Let's share it less. Dave, you're right, mate. He said, it's your channel, Weapon Collector, not Knives Collector. Slingshot said, you should make rubber-powered weapon builds. It could help you get new viewers. I will 100% do some eventually, Slingshot. I think when I get into them, I'll start doing it. As you know, I have different obsessions. At the minute, it seems to be knife making, but I'll eventually get bored of that, move on to something else. Iron Man said, Mike, what is the longest amount of days you've been awake with no sleep? I think it was 3 days, and I did it deliberately just to see how long I could. Yeah, 3 full days, so whatever that would be, 72 hours. Yeah, and I felt dead after that because typical weird teenage behavior. We'd watched this thing about a radio DJ who that was on no drugs either. We watched this thing about a DJ who stayed awake for as long as, I can't remember how long he stayed awake for, but he reckoned it actually mentally changed him, and most people who knew him said it was like he had, like it had mentally done something to him after doing it. Not how long he did it for, but it was long. Yeah, and they reckon it actually mentally, it was never the same after doing that. So that was us. Oh yeah, let's try that then. Yeah, but 3 full days, so 72 hours. Yeah, I know that doesn't sound a lot, but that is a lot, really. Jamie said, this time next week, I'll get my Mark 1 Enfield Old Spec brand. Oh, nice one. So I said, my heart would give out if I stayed awake that long. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it does your head in, I'll tell you that. Peters, I don't think it's possible to predict how the Euchre algorithm works. Not sure if they know themselves. I think you're right there, Peter. It's a very strange... The whole thing with YouTube is very hard to understand because they also lie a lot, if that makes sense. They sort of bullshit a lot. A lot of the stuff that, and there was actually not a document, there was an interview with the head of UK YouTube on Radio 4 yesterday or the day before. I said to Liam about it. And he was basically lying, but also contradicting himself at the same time. Yeah. Tango Bravo, you're right, mate. He said, I'm planning a trip to London. What is the best pocket knife to carry? If you're going to take one to London, I'd recommend not. I'd recommend something else in London. But if you're going to risk it in London, Swiss Army penknife. And make sure you don't look suspicious in any way. I can't wait to get my new knife. Yeah, that was very nice, that was. Kenjiro said, a machete. Iron Man said, I used to stay up 24 hours, then start drinking. It made me feel more drunk. I bet that would, Iron Man. I bet that would. Mr. Orange said, if you had to choose, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? We've done this before. 100 duck-sized horses. Ted said, rubber-powered sex doll Builds, builds would probably get more views. Probably, yeah. Stick that on fucking Pornhub. I could have one horse-sized duck, obviously, unless I got a flamethrower. Don't know. I reckon a horse-sized duck could fuck people up, but a load of little duck-sized horses, you know, that's only like that big. But then 100, I never thought about that. That's a lot, isn't it? But yeah, tactical. Mr. Orange, I'll show you a couple of things that you could potentially carry in London. Basically, you've got to make sure everything's legal. So some kind of coin holder. So that's just a £1 coin holder. This one looks a bit too suspicious, but that's also a coin holder. Can't find any decent ones. Tactical pens, stainless steel tactical pen. But yeah, it's the problem with London. It's a very risky environment to carry a knife, basically, because that's exactly where they'll be looking for. Yeah. James said, Mike, what weighs more, a ton of bricks or a ton of feathers? I've watched Ian Lee on actual LBC radio at 3:30 in the afternoon arguing with people about that because he always says it's a ton of bricks. What do you lot think? I'm not answering. Where's Zed's comment? I can't see Zed's comment there. Oh, Zed said, oh, yeah. Right, where am I? Yeah, tactical pen. Mr. Orange said, just kick him out of the way. Lewis said, loving the demonstration of the coin holders. Yes. Got to do a demo. Tactical said, I have the first one. Even got the cord on it. And yeah, they're decent things, they are. You're off, Liam. Good night, mate. Mr. Orange said, never had any need for weapons in London. Mr. Orange said, love Ian. I do. I think Ian Lee's great. Yeah, I think he's brilliant. Yeah. He's on, he does Twitch now instead, like a radio station on Twitch. BB, you right, mate? Tango Bravo said I was going to carry a case hawkbill, mainly gardening. Yeah, that'd be all right. Tango, yeah, that would be. I've got something like that. Yeah, in my that's not in here. But I've got a box of. This is my box of sort of legal carry stuff. So that's a tactical pen before anyone starts their dildo shit. Or knobs. I know some fucker will. That always gets said when that gets pulled out. That is actually a cold steel Sharky, but I took the stuff off it. So various not cold steel, tactical pens, and then all sort of slip joint knives. I'll keep all of these together because they're easier to find. Kenjiro said, a bar of soap is dangerous with a towel. The law stopped you, just told you to go for a wash. Yeah, exactly. These are good little knives. These San Remo things with the little flipper foot. It acts like a guard, so it can't shut on your fingers. Mr. Orange said, was great on 11 o'clock show with Daisy Donovan. Yes, you're right. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ian Lee's. I like him. I think he's great. Yeah, the 11 o'clock show was good. I watched some of that recently. Peter said, I want a coin holder now. Conjurus, yeah, I read that. Slingshots, I'm going to buy more leaf-shaped blades in the future. I might make some as well. Mr. Orange, I used to listen to him on Free Counties Radio. Yeah, he was good on that as well. Yeah, Free Counties Radio. And then I think after that, he went to Talk Radio for a bit. Got sacked from that. He always gets sacked after about 4 or 5 years. But he's good. He does. His radio shows are very different. Not the normal old shit. Jamie said, what's in your display case behind you? That's the stuff for my, like the memorial thing for my dad. So there's a couple of, I can't show you a lot of it, but it's some of his personal items. So There's that truncheon I was talking about. Is Fairbairn Sykes fighting knife. Is Jaguar hood ornament, full size one. There's a waistcoat in there and some other stuff. But yeah, it'll be like a memorial display thing for my dad. Sid said, hitting him with your coin purse. It'll make you limp for a while. Exactly. BB said, what's your favourite knife? Can we see it, please? I don't know what my favourite knife is, you know. That's very hard to say. Miss Default, you're right. Tango Bros, I can't believe you can't have a lockback knife in the UK. Well, we can have them, Tango, but you just can't legally carry it without an excuse. But you can have loads of different knives in this country. You know, this would be potentially one of my favourites. Yeah, there's a load, but it's just just got to be careful. Yeah, you can't legally carry them. I don't know what that fucking mark is on that. This is a little bit of rust. I have to try and get that off. Nettle, you right, mate? And he said, I missed one full night's sleep with the mare and slept the following night. I never felt as weird. That's strange, isn't it? It's weird how it does that to you. It does do something to you as well. Thank you, Jamie. He said, nice memorial to your dad. Where am I from? Not far from London. Put it that way. Mr. Ryan said he speaks his mind. Reminds me a bit of Louis Freak. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mike Roch. He said it's only allowed on private property. Sort of. It all depends. If you've got an excuse, like a reason to carry a big knife, you can. You know. And I wouldn't. You know, if I was going to go down the woods, I would carry something like that. Down the woods. You know, depends where if you've got to walk through a town to get to your woods, though, then I wouldn't. But yeah, within reason and with an excuse sort of thing. But like these things, this is something you're allowed to carry without a reason. You can just legally carry that. Jamie said you got room in your walls to hang that up. I have. I may not even put it up in here. I don't know where I put it, but yeah. Mr. Orange said I used to love my Rambo knives with the compass. Yeah, someone asked me to get my one out, but the problem is I've got a box down there. This actually saying that this has got a I did have this out a minute ago though, which is like a Rambo type knife. You know, the old survival knives with the compass. Yeah, I have got a Rambo knife, but it's in a box locked up. Slingshot said, "Are you going to do that slingshot rifle soon?" I don't know, mate. It might be this year. It might not be. I don't. No, because doubt it'll be this year. Now saying that, the problem is slingshot. There's a lot of stuff coming up now. I need to still do the shooting competition. Yeah. So that's going to take up a lot of time. Kanjiro said, if you carry a big knife, you can just tell the law that you're out hunting, like Rambo did in first. Maybe, yes. Or if you are actually going to the woods, look, you know, if you weren't dressed anything like, so if you had like hunting sort of gear on, I know you're probably joking there, but if you had hunting gear on, you was obviously going to the woods, then yeah. But if you was wearing, you know, a tracksuit and that, and looked like you had fully no intention of ever going to, you know, trainers on, and you look like you was and you was going in the direction nowhere near the woods, then no. Iron Man said he hasn't been asked to get his out for a while. Dank said in the US state of Pennsylvania, we can carry lockback knives anytime without assisted opening. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's even in America, you have different, you know, each state has different laws, doesn't it? Zed said you should put your dad's display in your sitting room. It would make it sort of family. I think I will, Zed. That was what I was thinking of doing, something like that. I wasn't going to put it in here. I reckon it would be better off in the front room, yeah. Because actually, in my front room, we've also got my great granddad, my dad's granddad, his like thing when he died in World War One. You know, the letter you get from, and that's in a framed thing. It could go up near there. Yeah. You're in said, I heard someone got a criminal record of having a knife for butter in this. I don't know about that. I don't know how true that is, but I've had something to do with that, but I've never really known whether that was a real thing or not. Dango said, I wanted to dress in street clothes and carry Fairbairn sites to a street festival in London. Yeah, do it. I'll see you in prison. How said, are those weapons real on the wall pictures? What it is, because I'm live streaming. Yeah, Kenjiro says you have no idea. What is behind there is really there. So I'll show you the corner. I have to cover them up for live streams. But it's a picture of the fucking things that are there. YouTube doesn't allow the handling of firearms on live streams, but that says that's just an example of one of the things they could shut you down for. So just to be safe, because I don't want to lose the ability to live stream, I covered them up with a picture of themselves. James said, in my living room is my dad's picture and medals from the army, and hanging next to it is my picture of my medals from my time. Oh, that sounds great, Jamie. Yeah, well, that's like my dad's medals. Trancing on a knife in his waistcoat. He would always dress smart, you know. As I said, even if he went to the doctor's or dentist or anything, he'd wear a suit. He was known for being smart. Peter says stupid YouTube rules. Yeah, exactly. Kendira said, Harrison, this is real life Bert from Tremors. He thinks the graboid invasion has begun. I'm on the second floor, so if they get through here, I really am fucked because they would be massive. Tango said, that's crazy. Yeah, stupid rules, isn't it? BB said, is this collection by your contribution or someone else contributed with you? All of this is all stuff I've bought. Iron Man's Mike, would you rather live 230 with decent mobility and health than die suddenly, or live 10 more years and discover the trimming of life? If there is an afterlife. Oh, I don't know. My first instinct is the 130, but then if there suddenly was an afterlife, then it don't really matter, does it? But yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. My first instinct was 130. Just said didn't expect the weapons under that. Yeah, they're there. And that one, whatever you see there is really there. It's just it has to be covered up with its own picture. The frugal videographer, you right, mate? Carl said, just watch the interactive YouTube video. Because nice one, Carl. Did you like it? Yeah. Did you see all the 9 endings? There's 9 endings as well. One of them features a chainsaw. So I hope you saw that one, because I think that's the best ending. Mr. Ryan said, do you have bullets for the guns? Everything I own is legal without a license, because it would have to be in a safe otherwise. So no bullets for these. Seeing what there's a new Tremors movie coming out. A nice one. How many would that be now then? 7? The real Riz said, where'd you get your BB guns from? That one was probably from Range Right Limited. That one was from a shop down the coast. That one was off a friend. That's the only BB guns. Harrison's, I don't think they're guns. They're it's deactivated replicas, airsoft, air guns, stuff like that. So no actual firearms, because also firearms you can't keep on a wall anyway. But yeah, no, they're not all BB guns. That and those 3 shotguns in there was real guns. It's just they've been deactivated. Some of these pistols are full of metal replicas, and air pistols, stuff like that. BBC only has a kitchen knife. I do you. Kadira Harrison, would you like him to aim for your head? Jim M. You're right, Jim. Thank you for your video, by the way. I've not watched it yet, because I've actually not watched any of them yet. I want to have a bit of a surprise when I do. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. I've got about 6 or 7 now. I still want some more, though. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, it seems a weird night tonight. It seems to be quite a few new people on, but good sort of thing. Zed was saying stiletto. What made you say stiletto, Zed? Yeah, there's your stiletto. What's between light and hard? I don't know. Don't forget the newcomers. I sell merchandise as well, so you can get mugs, t-shirts. Mr. Rose, you can sleep with a light on. There you go. Like I say, what is it with jokes or terrible jokes coming up on these streams? Harrison said, "Can you make a 7-shot crossbow for me, and I'll buy it from you?" 7-shot, what, like with a magazine on top? I'm going to try and make one for these new. I'm going to try and make a magazine for these new crossbows one day. I'm going to do a full video of links to these rubber powered tutorials. Nice one. Yeah, good idea. Orion, you right, mate? Zed said you bought them all. Oh, stilettos. Oh, yeah, of course I didn't buy them all. Yes, I didn't buy them all, did I? Yeah, that was a present from Zed. Yeah, I got multiple. Yeah, of course I didn't. Yeah, I got quite a few. I bought them, majority of them, and some are presents from people. Yeah, of course. Completely forgot. BB said, also, it seems that your collection is light weapons. That crossbow over there ain't that light. But yeah. James said, Mike, if you ever have a burglar, which weapon would you use? Oh, I can't say. Harry Dent, you right, mate? Yeah, love, you right? Tactical said I bought the 3D drawing pin. And I thought I bought the 3rd drawing pin from the left. Jamie said, I purchased a pair of them tortoiseshell shoes today. Took me 3 hours to walk out the shop. Fuck's sake, you were terrible. You lot and your bloody jokes. It's either that or they just go straight over my head. Don't know when you're reading fucking 100 comments every fucking couple of minutes. Mike, Slingshot said, Mike. No, he said, show them the Messer Mike. Yeah, so this is the newest one. And I'm going to make a Bowie knife this big soon. And I think that'll be the final Bowie because it'll be the ultimate Bowie. Imagine a Bowie knife with a blade that big, but an actual proper traditional Bowie handle. That's coming soon. So show you the size of that. So here's there's a folding knife. The fucking handle's bigger than the knife. Yeah, that's homemade or modified from a machete. The machete looked nothing like that. Yeah, that's not a knife. That's a knife. I can do the ultimate. Yeah, that's not a knife. That's a knife. Lewis said, clean through the Amazon rainforest, that thing. Yeah, exactly. Ninja Rabbi, you right, mate? He says, someone on eBay is selling 3D printed versions of the Pistol Crossbow magazine for $100. But you could probably find the files and have someone print it for you. Good idea, Ninja Rabbi. I like that. Yeah, it's a very good idea. Yeah. I must admit, that's one thing I can respect George Sprav with. He doesn't care if people copy it and sell it. You know, he'd even let big companies. I don't know about his one, though. But I know some of them he doesn't care. But yeah. Jim said, a tortoise got mugged by 2 snails. When asked if he would recognise them, he said no, it all happened so fast. Josh Buck said, that bow would be beautiful. I can't wait to make it, Josh. Not going to do. So it'll be that exact sort of blade size and shape, maybe an inch longer. So it'll be 19-inch blade or an 18. No, I think that's 17. So it'll be an 18-inch blade potentially. I'll put the fuller on it. Brass guard or maybe a steel guard that sweeps up and down, but it'll be a nice one, a nice white handle and a really nice proper leather sheath as well. Yeah, I reckon that'd be fucking lovely and one of a kind as well, because these are thick as well. This isn't like like some of the ones I do are thin. That's like 4 mil thick, so it'll be a real. Yeah, I can't wait. What I could probably buy the stuff for it now, but I might wait till next month's Patreon. By the way, if anyone ever wants to fund that stuff, you know, I know most people. A lot of people do like to fund those builds because I might as well say, I don't traditionally work. I'm more of a fucking house husband, if anything. And I don't sign on. I don't get no money really, apart from making and selling things like my quivers and my bolts. You know, that's my income really, which ain't a lot. So the Patreon helps pay to buy the stuff to make some of the projects. So if anyone wanted to do it for £1 a month, it would genuinely massively help. And you also get your name on there. So these names you see are my Patreon supporters. There's one missing though. I need to put Jeff's on there. I keep forgetting. Harry Dent said, "Where'd you get all the steel to make your weapons?" Well, what I do, Harry, a lot of the time is I buy things like machetes and turn those into Bowie knives, stuff like that, or I buy blade blanks. I ain't got the possibility to forge anything, so I do all my blades non-forged. Zed said, "A childminder around here called the police in when a 4-year-old was misbehaving. They beat him with their batons for a couple of minutes. He was resisting arrest." Apparently, fuck's sake, Zed. Slingshot said, "Bring out the golf club." I think that'll be a little bit difficult to get. Slingshot. I'll get that in a minute. Mr. Orange, how do you stop a dog humping your leg? I don't know. Please tell me. Harry said, "Yeah, I read that, didn't I?" Ninja Rebels, I saw some machetes for $4 the other day at Harbour Freight, and I was tempted to buy a few, make a few swords like you. I just don't have the workspace. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ninja, they're really good things for that. Actually, things I doubt I'll be able to get over there because all this stuff in the way. I'll probably leave that. Remind me next time when all this crap's up, because probably I've got a table stuffed in there as well that you can't see. Yeah, the machetes are perfect. Dara Love said, "What about the quiver idea we were talking about? Quick release quiver. That'll come as well, Dara Love. I've got a couple of other things going first, but that's a definite thing to do because I thought that was a very good idea you had there. I've still there's a couple of quiver ideas that I need to do. It's finding the little things to do it though. It's finding, because you can find these quick release things, often they're quite expensive. It's what I'll do. I'll keep looking, and then one day I'll find the perfect cheap thing. Or what I normally do, this has been happening lately, but it's very annoying. When I go to bed at night, my brain is constantly thinking, and a lot of the time I'll wake up and I would have actually figured something out while I was asleep. It's quite a good thing, but it's annoying because if you wake up in the middle of the night with the fucking idea, you can't get back to sleep. Yeah, because I've not had a lot of sleep lately because I'll keep waking up. I even woke up yesterday with the reply to an email I was going to send someone. Yeah, it's just my fucking brain never stops. That's why I like drinking, because I finally get a bit of respite for about 3 days, and then it starts again. Gerald said, "Oh yeah, read that." Lewis said, "Makes sense using machete blades. I already had the stress testing and R&D." Exactly, Lewis. Yeah, they're perfect for that. Yeah, you were 100% right there. Slingshot said, "I came up with an idea for." Yeah, Slingshot came up for the idea for a golf club cane. Yeah, mine's over there, but I've got a lot of stuff here. It'd be difficult for me to get there at the minute. Mr. Orange, he gets ideas when he drives. Yeah, you know, I seem to, in my sleep, I wake up and I've solved a fucking thing I've been trying to think of for years in my fucking sleep. Bizarre. Carl said, "Think you could do a video on making a display cabinet if you want?" Yeah, I'd have to make another one. So yeah, but yeah, I don't mind. In fact, saying that, I've got to do a small one. I can do a little one. I've got to do a little one for someone. So if you want, I'll do a little one and you can just size it up because it's the exact same process. I'll do that for you. I've got a little one I've got to do actually. Jim said Michael used to have a homemade forge with a Volvo brake disc for the furnace bit, sitting on top of a cast iron box as a base with the old Street find Hoover blowing into the bottom of it. Not the quickest, but it was. I have seen them, Jim. Yeah. My issue is getting the stuff for it, like the coal and that. But yeah, I might try a bit of forging one day. Carl said, "What's that new crap on the flipper knives? Some say they are grey area now." Yeah, it's very confusing, Carl. I think spring assisted are now classed as flick knives, which means it's technically illegal. Flipper knives, it's hard to say. I don't know. Can you say he gets his idea sat on the toilet? T2 said, might have a Halloween story. My stepdaughter's friend's son being terrorised at night. And the things he is saying at 2-year-olds, absolutely shocking. I've told her to get professional media. I'd hate that, T2. That sounds really sort of fucked up and sort of horrible. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean that in a bad way. I do mean that. You know what I mean, though? I think that'd be horrible, a little kid. Because all you want to do is protect children, don't you? Yeah, that break your heart sort of thing. And then, because all you want to do is try and protect them. How can you protect them from something horrible, isn't it? So I hope that gets sorted. But yeah, if you want to do that as a story, you know what I mean? Jamie said, Volvo are making a new brand of car for women. It's called the Volvo. Mr. Ryan said, did you see the answer to the No, I didn't. No, so I missed that. Carl said, cheers, mate. Do you put glass in yours? Plastic. This is plastic because it was going to cost me a lot to get the glass that size. But you don't have to worry about that because the way I do it, essentially what I buy are picture frames and then add. So that's a picture frame with an extra frame added around it. So you can pick if you want a glass frame or a plastic, not glass, if you want glass in it or plastic in it. Object history, you right, mate? Good to see you on. Pete's a poor kid. Zed said there are still shops selling flippers, so it looks like they're okay. Lewis said, I apparently used to have night terrors about getting shot in the legs, thrown in water when I was a kid. No idea where it came from. Isn't it bizarre? It's very bizarre, that. Dear Love said, have you heard of the Hampstead twins? No, I haven't. What's that then, dear Love? Wolf's Head, you right, mate? What was I gonna? Slingshot said, tell them about my concept, please, Mike. In a second, I will. But yeah, what I essentially do, the easiest way to make a display case is to buy a picture frame, a wooden picture frame, basically, and build a frame for it. Put that on it. You could even hinge it if you wanted to. But that's like the easiest, cheapest way to do it. You don't have to cut glass. You don't have to buy glass. You just get glass with it. Can I game? Said, seen you from Weapon and stuff. Thought I would pop into our. Hello, mate. I've seen you on there as well. How you doing? Sorry, Mr. Eyes. I will check that out. I missed it, though. I don't think it showed up saying that. It might have been hidden because I can't actually see the answers to that, Mr. Eyes. It might have been hidden. Sometimes they're not hidden by a mod, but sometimes there's words that are banned and shadow banned in YouTube. Jamie said, I used to go to bed at night wondering where the sun goes, but then it dawned on me. Fuck's sake. Mr. Ryan says, so here goes. How do you stop a dog from humping your leg? Wolf said, pumped to get some of those pistol crossbow bayonets, bro. He has one for a horror zone too. Nice one, yes. Yeah, I was just saying earlier, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of different designs. So I might do one with, so people can pick basically. I might do one with an AKM style blade, one with the traditional sort of dagger style blade, and one with like a I think there's a K-bar bayonet, or I might do one with the same blade shape as the SA80 one. Yeah, so people can pick different blade shapes. Coming soon. I've got some of them. I'm just waiting for the steel for the blades now. Oh, Mr. Orange said, pick him up and blow his lipstick. That's so. Kadira said, remember Halloween 3? The night nobody came home. That Silver Shamrock too. Yeah, listen to this. Who was saying that? Was it Kenjiro? Yeah. I made this for when people tell too many jokes, which is becoming relevant now. Hang on. Shit. Right, hang on. I made this for when people tell too many jokes. Darylove said the Hampstead twins were a satanic cult in Hampstead, London, but they were a cover-up. The father was the leader. All right, I'll look into that. That sounds very interesting. Oh, fuck off. Hang on. I clicked the wrong thing. That might have been what it was, Mr. Rhymes. He said use different words last time. Northern migration. Right, mate? Is everyone liking the stream, by the way? Oh, I haven't deleted it, have I? Hang on. It's coming. Thank you, Mr. Orange. He said, you seem like a nice guy. Oh, cheers. Right, hang on. Here you go. Whoever it was, Kanjira.
For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to, please stop it. Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
That was to be played when people say too many jokes. Yeah, I'll play it one more time for you.
For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to, please stop it. Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
But that's from Halloween 3, if people wondered. I never used it, but I actually made that deliberately for the streams. For when, yeah. Or when there was a topic I didn't want to talk about. That said, no, they ain't liking the stream, so. Come on, get liking. The more you like it, if you like the stream, more chances you'll see the next one. Slingshot said, I have an idea for a jackknife bayonet on a crossbow. Nice. Yeah, I think I remember you talking about that. Yeah, I'm going to do some soon. Mr. Ryan said, I was a little concerned with all the weapons. Yeah, I suppose the first initial, what do you call it? First impressions can, look a different way. You know what I mean? But now I'm all right. Just like weapons. Now I'm joking about the jokes. I don't mind the jokes. It's not too much, but yeah, that's what I made that for. When there was topics that come up, and you know, actually the jokes haven't been too much tonight. Sometimes they do, but you'll know when they get too much because I'll just stop reading them. If I'm still reading them, I don't mind them. Wolf said, I like the shoulder stock on your pistol crossbow slingshot. Yeah, it's just got like a little extendable one, isn't it? Kajira said, I seem to like Halloween Season of the Witch better than the first, just in my opinion. Well, I know what you mean there. I like Halloween 3 because it's not really a Halloween film, is it? It's not the Halloween Michael Myers films. It's a pity I think even the bloke who made Halloween 3 said he regretted calling it Halloween 3 because of what people thought it was going to be. Because I remember watching it and thinking, oh, this is shit. Where's Michael Myers? But if you watch it in a different concept, as in it's a Halloween film, it's actually a really good film. Yeah, Wolf said that's it. Yeah, Season of the Witch had nothing to do with Michael Myers, and that's what disappointed a lot of people. But if you watch Halloween 3 in a completely different way, just imagine it as a Halloween themed film. It's a really good film. Mr. Orange, I thought you could be a nutcase, but you proved me wrong. Well, there you go. That's good. Ninja Robot, it does kind of look like an IRA meeting, not going to lie. Mr. Orange says, best scary film has to be The Shining. That'd definitely be up there. Definitely, yes, I agree with that. I'm a big fan of horror films as well. Not that it's a horror film, but last night I watched Underwater, which was a film based underwater. But it's all right. It had a couple of bits that I thought, could have done differently. But it was, as a film goes, I quite enjoyed it. Peter says, should have been a standalone film. Definitely, yes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure when I listened to the I don't know if it was audio or something, or a back, like a behind the scenes thing. But I'm pretty sure the director said he wished he never called it Halloween 3 because of the connotations of it. Carl said, yeah, it should have been its own standalone film. Yeah, exactly. That's it, ladies and gents. Welcome to Weapons Anonymous. There you go. I've got a couple of 80s horrors today as well. Can't remember what it was called now. Actually, no, it was like a thriller. Also said, no, mate, best scary film was Salem's Lot, the floating outside the window. There you go, another Stephen King one, yeah. But yeah, that's a good film. I like Salem's Lot. I don't know what the scariest horror would be. I suppose it all depends what kind of horrors you like. Zed said the most scary film he's ever seen is Pee Wee Herman in it. One look at that creature gave me nightmares for weeks. The Jaws is amazing. Lewis said Ghost Ship had a really, really good intro scene with everyone getting sliced in half by steel cable. Can't remember anything else about them. I exactly the same. Yes, that's the only bit you can remember. Put all of their effort into the intro. Hoping people would watch more of it. No one can remember the rest. Slingshot. He said, did you get Terrific? No, but I'm going to look for that tonight. Object History says Salem's Lot, great scene. Yeah, I've not read Salem's Lot yet. I've read most of Stephen King's books. But yeah, I have seen the original Salem's Lot and the remake, actually. Yeah. Fright Night, Peter Vincent. There you go, can you? Yeah, another one. Josh said, I watched Redcon 1 last night. Decent zombie movie. I've not heard of that. I'll look into that one. Mr. Roger, I remember running up the stairs to bed after watching The Exorcist. Jim said, didn't Pee Wee Herman get arrested for public masturbation? Yes, potentially in a cinema as well, I think. Fright Night's good. Weirdly enough, I was looking at that last night, thinking about, shall I watch it again? Yeah, I like Fright Night. That's one of those. That's got a remake that I would refuse to watch the remake of that. Let me see what films I got recently, and I'll tell you. I've got a couple of 80s ones. Where is it? So I haven't watched these, so no spoilers, please. So I got the Slumber Party Massacre, the Mutilator. These aren't all old either. Followed, Sputnik. That looks quite good. Samurai Cop, Nemesis, Alligator, Antebellum, Blood Quantum, Brotherhood of the Wolf, Dust Devil. Yeah, I've got quite a few to watch. People Under the Stairs, Wolf said. Yeah, I like that. I'll tell you what, Wolf said, if you like that, I watched a film called Housebound recently, which was a New Zealand comedy horror. It had sort of People Under the Stairs vibes to it. I think you'll like that. I'll tell you what it was like. It was like a cross between The Burbs, The People Under the Stairs, and a couple of other sort of horrors. But it was a good New Zealand comedy horror. Ninja Rabbi said porno theatre. Yeah, that's it. Tactical said, Mike, you got to watch Cockney Zombies. I've got to watch that. I never got round to that yet. Yeah, The Omen was good. Where am I? T-Bone Snake said Nemesis is a great movie if you like cyborgs. I'm gonna check it out soon. I don't know nothing about it. Wolf said I'll check out Housebound. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, if you like The Burbs and you like People on the Stairs, Housebound. Yeah, New Zealand comedy horror. I think you'll like that. Oh, and I'll tell you the other thing. It was like these films where someone's stuck in a house because they're sort of housebound, but she's instead of housebound, she's really under house arrest sort of thing. She's got a tag and she can't leave the house. But it's got vibes of those. Yeah, The Burbs is a great film, isn't it? Also, Kadira said, nobody ever seen house horror movies. What, like House 1, House 2? Like this, you mean? Oh, I ain't gonna get it. Hang on. Let me climb up these fucking. Do you mean those? Now, they are fucking good films, they are. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I love House 1, 2. House 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Excellent film. 4 was alright, but not quite as good. 9:40. You're right, Bob. He said, wife just called. We're going on a dinner date. Nice one, Bob. Hope you have a good time. Just caught you then, if you're still there. Fire in the Sky, I watched about 2 years ago. Thought that was excellent. Yeah, I'm a massive fan, Kenjiro, of House. And yeah, House 1, 2, and 3. Tactical said, I like to watch my wedding video on Rewind. It goes from a nightmare to a happy bachelor movie. Fuck's sake. Jimmy McBowie, right, mate? He said Mr. Orange was undercover cop in Reservoir Dogs, played by Tim Roth. Just saying. Thank you for mentioning it. It's all right. They don't even go undercover on here. They just tell me half the time. T-Bone said, best. T-Bone, if you like Bad Taste, you've got to watch my interactive movie. It's inspired by it. Yeah, I love Bad Taste. I've actually probably watched Bad Taste over 100 times. Wolf says, always had that zombie hand on it. That's it, yeah. Yeah, and they change, don't they? And the maggots coming out of it. That's what originally attracted me to the old VHS when I was a kid in the bloody video shop. And yeah, see that hand of the maggots hanging out. I'll tell you what else fell down when I grabbed that. Yeah, I've got loads of You're all right, Mr. Irons, don't worry about that. As I say, we have police on here and they tell me. I ain't bothered. Nothing illegal's going on. Conjura said they're a part of my childhood, them house movies. They're excellent, aren't they? Yeah, Crumbs Country Delights, yes. Well said, let's say. Yeah, one of my all-time favourite films is Bad Taste. That partly inspired my interactive movie. Here's the link to it if anyone wants to watch it. There's 9 endings. I think this is it anyway. Click that, someone, and tell me if that goes to my interactive movie. Make sure you watch all the endings, because one of the endings involves a chainsaw and parts of bodies being chopped off. Object history. So I met Bruce Campbell at a book signing. Loved the Evil Dead movies. So do I. That sounds brilliant. I bet he's a nice bloke, Bruce Campbell. And I imagine from seeing, he knows how to sort of work a crowd and talk to people, don't he? You know. Yeah. Bruce Campbell's a proper sort of pro, I think. Yeah, I bet he's a lovely bloke. Yeah, here's one for you, Object history. Actually, this is in my interactive film. Mr. Orange said, my parents owned a video shop when I was a kid. Ah, amazing. I bet you watched everything going then, didn't you? That sounds brilliant. I'd love that. Archetype said, do any of the endings involve house spaceships? Sadly not. I didn't think of that, but Peter, I'm looking forward to checking out all the endings of your interactive thing. Yeah, definitely watch them, Peter, because there's some that end really quickly and sort of not very spectacular. Some are brilliant. Some are, yeah, I've actually gone overboard making props and stuff and squirting blood and, you know, arterial blood and parts of the body's been chopped off and chainsaws and, yeah. Some of it isn't, you know. Obviously, I had to do 9 endings, so, and I was the only actor in it. Things like that. Bruce Campbell should have been a comedian. He's great. I follow him on Twitter, Slingshot. He seems like a very nice bloke, and he is very funny. Well, a lot of his films are, because, like, you know, they're comedy horrors, really, aren't they? Actually, he's in quite a lot of comedy. I'll tell you what I recommend If you like Bruce Campbell, actually, he's not really in it saying that. I was going to say, if you like Bruce Campbell, watch Crime Wave. But he actually doesn't star in Crime Wave. But that's a very good film, though. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's good. Mr. Orange, are you into music? If so, top 5 songs. Oh, that would be very difficult for me to answer. We sometimes get into music on here. What I want to do soon is I'll still do that video. I'm going to do a video asking for you lot to recommend songs to me. I might do it tomorrow. No, Sunday. Sunday, I'll do a video where you lot recommend me five songs. I think you said 5. Any genre of anything. So you just recommend me 5 songs, any genre, any artist, anything. And I'll listen to them. And the ones I like, I'll do a follow-up video telling you, you know. Zed said, have you watched the 4th Gun? Yeah, that's good, with Mila Jojovic, whatever her name is. Yeah, that's good. Be excellent to each other. Said, do you have any plasma-based weapons in your collection? Sadly not. Sadly not. Hello, by the way. Peter said, you can't beat a bit of arterial squirts. Exactly. I'll tell you something I always think makes a really good horror. A head being chopped off and rolling down. I love that. Kenjiro said, no way, that Evil Dead book. Just put that in the bin last week because it's crumbling. Is that Region 1 version? Yeah, mine's crumbling. Yeah, mine started to crumble. You got the same thing? Yeah, I was quite sad about that. Yeah, the bloody, yeah, the rubber started to go a bit. Yeah, mine's doing the same thing. I'm going to keep mine, though. Archetype said, have you seen Black Dynamite? I haven't, but I know what that is, though. Carl said, make sure to like the stream. Yes, please, like the stream, because there's nearly 40 of you on. I haven't got Spotify, but funnily enough, Wolf said, I've been talking about getting Spotify because that's a good way to get recommendations for songs, and it's similar to the ones you like. I'm going to set that up soon. I've seen some of his convention footage, Mike, and his jokes are cracking. Nice. Mr. Orange, one song that you like that comes to mind. I'll be honest, I like a bit of anything. I like the Smiths, Morrissey, No Doubt, Madness, Love Struck by Madness. That's one of my favourite songs, actually. Yeah, Love Struck, Champagne Supernova, Oasis. But I like a bit of anything. You know, I like a bit of Kate Bush, to be honest. As we all say, we all like a bit of Bush and we all like a bit of Bottom. Everyone's got to like a bit of Bottom. I've even got a merchandise t-shirt of that. Yeah, a good beheading is great, isn't it, Wolf said? Well, I kept mine. I'll tell you what, Kendira said it was getting all over the place. I kept mine in the plastic case. But look at the top there, look. Yeah, I'm very sort of eclectic with my music. It can range from anything. But yeah, I'll probably do that video Sunday because I've got no plans of going out this weekend because I got fucking extremely drunk last weekend. And I'd like to leave it a couple of weeks. So yeah, tomorrow I'll do another live stream. I'm not going off yet. I'll stay on for about another half an hour. What was I saying? I'll live stream tomorrow about the same time. Yeah, and then Sunday I'll probably put that video on saying for music recommendations. Just why not? You know what I mean? It'll get me to find some new music because if I don't listen to the radio a lot, and unless you have like Spotify, you don't discover a lot of music, do you? Without having to wade through a load of shite, basically. Because how do you even find something that you like if you don't hear it? It is, Mr. Orange, it is, yeah. I tend to quite like 80s music, but when I do this video asking for any music, it could be anything. 60s, 70s, 80s, you know, any genres. Jerry loves it. Good night, Mike, and God bless everyone. Good night, mate. See you later, Costa. Take care, mate. Object History said, might have said previously, I know a member of the family that wrote and made Night of the Living Dead. Romero got all the credit, but the movie was actually a family project that he joined on. I did not know that. No, I didn't know that, Rob. That's interesting, that is. Sorry. And that's a relative of yours? I know that because the other bloke who was involved with it went on to do the Return of the Living Dead stuff, wasn't it? That's about all I know, really, to the background of that. Jim said, Mike, did you ever see that executions video going around in the 90s? Yeah, I did see that, yeah. In fact, I may have even had that on VHS. Is that the one? We won't go into too much detail. Is that the one at the end of it? The bloke gets shot in the face with the AK-47 or whatever with blindfold on. Yeah, quite horrible stuff. But in the end, in them days, that was the only way you could ever see that kind of stuff. It was horrible because it was the days before the internet. Kandura said, I have a library of movies running out of room. I would like that. Yeah, I've got. You can't see them, but I've got homemade DVD. Shelves that are like that long. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then I've got drawers full of DVDs. I'd like to have a library of DVDs. Slingshot said, I'll soon be having an 80s themed birthday party. Oh, nice one, Slingshot. All right, that's good for you. Irishman, you right, mate? Object history, yeah. Almost all the actors were related. Oh, nice. Mr. Orange, yeah, good night, mate. Come back on. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. I like it when there's new people on who can get involved and have a laugh. See you later, mate. That's it. Wolf said, yeah. Horrible old stuff. Jerry Love said, I'm a reggae singer. I like your music you've done the other day. That's that Slingshot. Is that the years or the average? 80s themed, yeah. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah. 8 years old. Ken Jerson, have you seen the movie called Nightbreed? I have seen that years and years and years and years ago. That's the one with the young bloke who goes into the sort of alternative realm in it, where they're all sort of half men, half beasts in it. Is that? And at night they come out. I've only ever seen that once, years ago, so I can't remember a lot about it, but I have seen it. Pete said, I remember when I was a kid, we had Betamax and my parents got me loads of horror tapes. No wonder I turned out to be a basket case. Do you know what? That's all I used to watch as a kid. Clive Barker, that's it, Jimmy. It's Clive Barker. Yes, yeah. Clive Barker does some good stuff as well. Yeah, we used to watch horrors all the time as kids. Horrors and Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Hence my love for weapons. Because some of Arnie's old 80s films was just pure fucking gun porn. You know, fucking Raw Deal, there's a bit where he's just packing all these guns and loading all these guns into a bag with the fucking Rolling Stones music going in the background. It's just fucking, it was just a scene of guns and cool music. Commando, fucking Terminator, gun porn. Yeah, and that's where partly my obsession for weapons came from. Because I've always liked weapons anyway as a kid. You know, all kids liked, play with guns and swords. But yeah, they're bloody Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Yeah, pure weapon porn. I used to love it. Yeah, the beat scene in Commando. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger definitely contributed to my to this, and Tremors probably contributed to having him on the wall. Pete said, "Love a gun porn partner." Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Yeah, in the 80s they used to have proper, extended scenes of just guns and cool music. What's Demon Wind? That rings a bell. Is that an anime, like a manga? Wolf says I can't beat 1890s Arnie. True Lies was bloody funny. Peter said I was into spaghetti westerns for all the guns. I'm a big fan of the spaghetti westerns as well. I've got them all on special edition DVDs up there. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the old spaghetti westerns. I love them. They're probably some of my favourite films. Yeah, Demon Wind, I'm not sure. I've seen Yurot Sokodoji and Yurot Sokodoji 2, The Demon Womb. Oh, yeah, actually, I've not seen that then. Demon Wind. No, I've not seen that. I've just looked it up. 1990. It's a live action thing. You know what? That looks bizarre. I might put that on my list to watch. Can you just watch the trailer, please? 50 years ago, an entire family disappeared. What's the 80s? Oh, well, yes, I've just found it. I'll watch that. Say it 3 times. So I think Tremors runs the Arnie. The Arnie film's a close second. Yes, yeah, for sort of gun porn in it, yeah. Harry Dent, I know what you mean. I always wanted a katana after watching a ton of anime. Now I've got 12 weapons. I want to start making mine. Exactly. Yes, it does influence you, but not necessarily in a bad way. Yeah, it does make people. You know, films and that definitely inspired me to want this kind of stuff. Wolf said, "Does anyone remember the Asian horror with the hopping vampire zombies?" I do, but I can't remember what that was called. And I was looking out for that a couple of years ago. I know exactly what you mean. My mum would know what they're called. Oh fuck! What was? I know what you mean though. But did they also have Peter Cushing in or Vincent Price? Vampire Hunter I've got on DVD, but that's not what he means. I know what he means. Hello, get your shells, by the way. And here's a demon witch so bad. Good. T-Bone's Invasion of USA with Chuck Norris. You know what? I've not seen any Chuck Norris films, you know, apart from the ones where he's in the Bruce Lee film. But I would like to. Yeah, I know what you're on about, Wolf's Head, but I can't remember what that's called. You know what? If I remember, I'll ask my mum because she'll know exactly what that's called, and I'll tell you tomorrow. I keep thinking I've nearly got it on my head. That film or those films. Yeah, oh, look, I need to watch some Chuck Norris films. I like the old Chuck Norris memes. They are quite funny. Yeah. Dad said the only one I remember is The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. It was kung fu horror, and I suppose you'd call it. That Peter Cush. Oh, look, that's what I'm pretty sure that's what I was thinking of. Zed, Seven Golden Vampires. That's it. I'm sure that's it. What Wolf? That's what I was thinking of anyway. I'm pretty sure that's what Wolf said was talking about. Yeah. I think that's it, Wolf said. Well, that's what I was thinking of anyway. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And it had both of them in, yeah. Tactical said Yangshi is a proper name for those zombies. Tons of films listed on Google. Nice. Yeah, it seemed like the kind of thing there'd be shitloads of them. Armstrong said America wasn't a bad film from the 80s. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, yeah, the Fu Manchu movies. Now, those I do remember. Yeah. Curse of Fu Manchu and all that. Yes, yeah, I remember those. I used to put them on a Sunday afternoon. Got hold of a half face mask today. My mum bought it. Yeah, Blood of Fu Manchu, that's it. Not a bad little mask actually for what it is. But it has these filters in here. So then that just clips. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it, Pete? I thought it was all right. Sits on your face nice, don't it? I didn't know you had one of these. Yeah, sits on your face nice. Things are a little bit twisted there, but yeah. Yeah, I thought it was quite a good mask for what it is. Just thought I'd show you it. Yeah, nice soft rubber, innit? Wolf said, I'd love to watch the water margin again. Do you know what? I've never seen that. Oh, so you got one of them, Peach? Yeah, they're right, aren't they? Tactical, I had 2 of those. Never turned up. I'll be honest with you, they seem quite good masks, what they are, and you can get better. Yeah, Bane. You can get you can quite easily get the sort of filter pads as well. Peter, I had that on all day before at work. Oh, nice. You know what, Peter? I didn't know you had one of them. Yeah, I think they're really good for what they are. It's like 16 quid. The Sparrow, you right, mate? Good to see you on. Yeah, I read all that, didn't I? Yeah, so next week I'll probably make the 3 or however many I can, at least 3 crossbow bayonets. I couldn't think what I was saying. I'm going to make about another 40 of these maybe to sell, and I'll make some more quivers if people want them. Anybody got pistol crossbows, want a quiver? Get the bolts as well. Get your shell said, what time is it in the UK? I'm tuning in from South Dakota. It's 11:15 in the evening. It's quite late. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go off in about 15 minutes. Yeah, it'll be 11:30 then. Yeah, 11 p.m. Halloween in the Woods DJ is definitely happening. He said that's what I'm waiting for. Dying for refresh it or something. What happened there then? Slingshot's there, buy them if I sell on Amazon. I'll tell you what I'll do, Slingshot, because I'm going to send them to lagging out, is it? I'm going to send some to America, Slingshot, and then I'll see if you could buy them off the person personally, if you like. All right. Wolf said, how much are the broadheads box? I'm not 100% sure at the minute, Wolf said, but they'll be around about £3 each, which is quite cheap. When you look up the cheapest I can find them, the cheapest without postage, £7 each. So I'll do them £3, around about £3. I've got to check. That was the plan. Yeah, £3 each. So maybe 3 for a tenner with the postage. So that would be £3 each, £1 postage. Yeah, or 6 for £20. It sounds quite a lot, but if you look online, yeah, because I'll tell you what, the heads cost me £1. That cost me 50p, so that's £1.50. Just down my finger then. Yeah, and then there's the labour. Get yourself. So we need to see more crossbow videos. Do you know what? They are my most popular videos. I'll have another one on soon. Actually, saying that. So thanks for saying cool. Yeah, what I'll do when I'm going to send 10 to Dwayne Myers, basically. You know, XDM50. I'm going to send 10 to him to sell on US eBay. I'll get him to save one, and he can sell you one privately. Or I'll get him to put them on Amazon. But, you know Dwayne Myers, don't you, Slingshot? If you don't know Dwayne Myers, he's a good bloke. I trust him. Wolf says, yeah, it's worth it to me, mate. Yeah, there's good price for them. You know me, I'll undercut all the fucking businesses because they're fucking rip-offs, in all honesty. Sparrow say, mate, local name for Sparrow is a prick. Fuck's sake. Jamie said, my boy watches a thing on YouTube called Slender Tubbies. It's about fucked up Teletubbies running around with guns and chainsaws and machetes. Quite disturbing for a 4-year-old to watch. Fuck's sake, you let a 4-year-old watch that. Fuck's sake. Good on you. DJ said that's not expensive, especially for customs. Exactly, DJ. Yeah. You know me, I'll supply the good stuff for cheap, and I mean crossbow accessories. Because that's the problem. There's only like 3 places you can buy these kind of things. All of them are at least £7 a bolt. One of them we just found. I thought, oh, that's quite cheap. But it was about the same price. It was about £3.50 a bolt, I think, maybe £4 a bolt. but it don't have the broadhead. When you added it suddenly cost about £8 a bolt. That's the thing. To buy a bolt with a broadhead on, you cannot get them cheap anywhere, other than me. Get yourself, says Dwayne Myers. Oh, do you know Dwayne Myers? Nice one. Get yourself. Yeah, Dwayne Myers is an excellent bloke, isn't he? Things like that. If you trust him, I trust him. Yes, Dwayne Myers, brilliant bloke. Can you say, don't forget Demon Wind. I've got that. It's still open on a tab right now. Zed said, did you ever watch Big Trouble in Little China? Got it on DVD, Zed. I love it. In fact, I went out of my way to watch every single thing John Carpenter has ever made, and I have now. Apart from a couple of music videos he's done, I have watched every single film and every single TV show he's contributed to. Yeah, I'm a big fan of John Carpenter. I love Big Trouble in Little China. People say that's a bad film. It's not a bad film at all. It's an excellent film. Catch with Mike, I don't fancy paying 20 for a hand job. Give you a tenner for your fake hand. Deal. It's up there. Also, Big Trouble in Little China's class. Sparrow said, what's the diameter of the bolts? I'm not sure. You know what? I never measured them. I've never ever measured them. About 6 mil. About 6 mil. Standard what all pistol crossbows are. These will fit in any pistol crossbows with no issues. Oh, I do forget to say, these are quite good bolts and a good price. So I forgot about these. Bloody hell, I've been reviewing them the other day. These are good. The only issue is these are really good bolts, but you do have to take your dry fire out of your crossbows and do a bit of sort of modding, whereas mine will just shoot straight out. But with no adjustments at all. DJ said, Big Trouble in Little China. John Carpenter is an awesome director. DJ said, what happened to Dwayne? He's still on here. He changed his name to this. This is Dwayne Myers now. If you want to check out the bloke I was talking about, Dwayne Myers, his name is now XDM50. Get yourself, says, been watching Evil Dead series. I watched that. Yeah, excellent series. It's probably better than the films. It's funny in the UK has knife restrictions, but Australia has paintball gun and crossbow restrictions. Funny, ain't it, how different countries have their different restrictions. DJ said, I'm with you, Mike. John Carpenter is amazing. The Thing, The Fog, Escape from New York, LA, Vampires. Yes. Yeah. All of his films are excellent. Yeah, and as I said, I searched out everything. I searched out the old straight. He did like a movie film called Someone's Watching Me. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was before he did any proper films. Big. Yeah, and then you get a couple of episodes. Cigarette Burns, and I can't remember the other one for Masters of Horror. Yeah, They Live is good, Wolf said. That said, I think the trouble is people took the film too seriously. Yeah, it's a comedy, ain't it? It's supposed to be funny. I think that is it. People take it too seriously. See you later, Slingshot. Have a good dinner. DJ said, I remember years ago, Total Wankers giving Dwayne loads of shit. Yes, a shame he left. Yeah, what happened, DJ, was, yeah, he left, but he came back. So, DJ, this is him now. That's it. Angel's the other one, yeah. Yeah, so Dwayne Myers is now this. If you want to watch Dwayne's, he's back. He put a video on the other day. He uploads again. Yeah, there you go. Search XDM50. He's back on now. See you later, Slingshot. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Angel and Cigarette Burns on on Masters of Horror. I deliberately searched out every single proper thing he's ever done. So he has directed some music videos, but I'm not really interested in a music video. But yeah, I'm a massive fan of John Carpenter. People was asking me recently if I was excited for any films. Not at the minute, but I would be very excited if I heard John Carpenter was making a new film. The Sparrow said, right, Mike, for the broadhead quiver clips you're looking for, look at the 6mm. It's funny, that's what I found those. Yeah, brake pipe clips, hundreds of different types, and the ones you're looking for pennies. You know what? I had found them. It was just getting them. I noticed they've only got like a peg. Like there's no like real way to put it on, if that makes sense. But those were cheap. I did see those. Yeah, that actually was one of the things I found. Brake pipe clips. Well, I could show you my eBay watch list. I've actually got some of them on there, but it was just the way I could fix them on was a little bit awkward. Most of them had like a pin and like a But thank you for that, Sparrow. I had found them, yeah. Because I looked up a lot of 6mm pipe clips, 6mm cable clips, you know, any 6mm clip that could hold a tube, basically. So copper pipe, wire, brake cables. T-Bone's a Dark Star's worth what I have, yeah. Dark Stars, I like that. The old weird bouncing fucking alien thing and the sort of nuclear bombs when they're blowing up planets, aren't they? Architects have been looking at Screwfix website for copper items to use in my projects. Just found the perfect thing. DJ said Japanese and Korean horrors are great. Yeah, I like those. I've got a little selection of those up there. I'll tell you what I've got. So these are my Japanese and Korean films, so not necessarily horrors. I've got Shogun Assassin, Ichi the Killer, Pulse, Battle Royale 1 and 2, The Story of Ricky, Bullet in the Head, Versus, Bangkok Haunted, Old Boy, The Eye, Hard Boiled, Infected, Premonition, and Lady Vengeance. And a couple of others. Get yourselves. Does anyone remember the Hawaiian YouTuber who had AK videos and John Fitson knives? I know who you're on about. Get yourselves. Yes, his name was Hell's Army. I think that's who you're on. But is it Hell's Army? I may be wrong. I think it may be Hell's Army. Anyway, he was a Hawaiian bloke. Yeah. He died in the end, sadly. It may be Hell's Army anyway. That's what I think you're on about. Yeah, sadly he died. Yeah, I remember Hell's Army. It was quite good. Yeah, it was good. DJ said, Mike, you need to get Ryo Kitamura. All right, I'll check that out. Yeah, they're good, aren't they, DJ? Alex said, just looking at buying a fair Bartox fighting off £7. Yeah, if it's a proper decent replica one, yeah, worth £70. T-Bone said one of the actors in Dark Star, Dan O'Bannon, went on to write the script to the original Alien movie. I knew that. Yes, yeah. Chipperson, you're right, mate. He said, have you seen 13 Assassins? No, I haven't actually. No. DJ said, has anyone watched the video John Fitson knife story? It's some bloke John Fitson ripped off. No, I did not know that. No. Yeah, Hell's Army, I used to like him. He used to do some martial arts stuff. Yeah, if that's him anyway, but I'm pretty sure that's who you was talking about. That's who I thought you meant, Hawaiian bloke, yeah. Yeah, he died in the end. There's another one, Fuller's Tactical Summit. Fuller's Tactical, he used to make knives and shoulder holsters to carry a hammer. Fuller's Tactical Weapons, I think his name was. As far as I'm aware, and I don't know this, but I remember vaguely reading that he possibly fell off a stool, and I assume hit his head and died. You know, in his like mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s. Yeah, Return of the Living Dead. Weirdly enough, I was thinking about that earlier. Alex Saint said, Mike, you should watch Snatch. I've got Snatch on DVD up there. Just there is all my sort of gangster films. Tactical Ted. Stop saying tactical. I keep looking up. Zed said, if you like lots of blood, I've got Shogun Assassin. Zed, yes. Yeah. Yeah. If you like, yeah, gore and samurai swords. Shogun Assassin 100% in it. Get yourselves here. That's who he was. Lighttail's army. I always wondered what happened. Yeah, I don't know how he died. I don't know how he died, but I know. Yeah, sadly he died. But his channel is still up. Yeah, I think it even says on mine, Zed. I'd get it, but I'd have to stand on this chair and I'd risk for. Fuck it. I'm gonna risk my neck to get Shogun Assassin for you, lot. It even says on it, Zed. Oh fucking hell! Look at the dust that was on that bloody DVD. No wonder I fucking cough a lot in here. Banned since, what's that, like 1983? He whips out his sword and relieves his victims of their heads. Banned since 1983. Did you know, though, that that film is actually taken from the Baby Cart series? It was a series originally. Yeah, Lone Cub and Wolf. Yeah, it was Lone Cub and Wolf and the Baby Cart series, they used to call it. And what some American bloke did, who is it? Dan Wiseman, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, he took a load of bits from the individual series of films and basically made this. It's a great film, but it's actually taken from like 5 different films and made into one. I tried to. You can buy the Baby Cart series now. You never used to be able to buy it. Chip Gibson, yeah, Lone Cub Wolf, that's it. Yeah, dust your stuff off. Like, that's it. Yeah, fucking that was covered in. I was surprised actually. See how much bloody dust there was on that. Is that Vipco? I think that is, you know. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, Vipco. Vipco's Vault of Horror. Yeah. Strong uncut version. I love that. That's good. I was gonna replicate some of the weapons in that one, so I replicated that one once, the spiked club. But I wanted to make one of their they had like a spiked claw thing. Let's have some of the comics of the Lone Wolf and Cub and the same DVD that you have. Oh, nice ones then. Yeah, that's a great film. Alex Sampson, have you made the daggers yet, Mike? No, I haven't got the. I might wait because I spend too much money because I've hardly got any money anyway. I keep spending too much money on shit for making projects and I've got no money, if that makes sense. So I may have to wait till next month's Patreon. That's it, Bear Claw. I couldn't think what it was called, DJ. Yeah, that's it, the Bear Claw. I may have to wait till next month's Patreon and then buy all the stuff to do some daggers. Get yourselves. Had anyone heard of Larry Harley's Battle Bowie? He's a custom knife maker in East Tennessee. Passed away a few years ago. No, I've never heard of him. I have to look up. I'll have to look into that because I've been. I don't know if you've seen my. I've had an obsession of making bowies lately. Here's a couple of the bowies I've made recently. So this is my copy of the Cold Steel Frontier Bowie knife, and it's got metal chafe and collar. And then I had this one out earlier, which you lot saw. Quite a big one. But I'm going to make an 18-inch Bowie soon. 18-inch Bowie blade Bowie as well. So it'll be a 23-inch fucking thing. Yeah. Basically, I'm going to make a Bowie knife this big. To be a Bowie sword, really. Yeah, I like the old Cold Steel stuff. I just can't afford it, so I have to make my own copies of it. No Escape. I don't think I've ever seen that. DJ said, Mike, have you ever thought about making a glaive? Let me just look up a glaive if that's what I think it is. Yes and no. I have made a pole arm, but never a glaive. But yeah, I would make a glaive. Yeah. Alex said, how did you become a moderator? I'm curious. How did you lot become mods? I had 3 mods originally, just because I needed some. And then there was a period where I needed 2 more, so I made. Basically, I've got to have known you quite a long time, and trust your judgment. But don't be offended with people who haven't been made. It's not that I don't trust your judgment. I just don't need any at the minute. Yeah, tactical. So I can't be in a good mood. Yeah, it just depends. I needed some one night. Yeah, Zed said he was punished. DJ said the only thing with pole arms, because how do you get the fixture to the pole right? Well, I've got a technique I use where I tend to put it in and then have a metal collar to strengthen all of that area. But if you look on my video, I did make a. If you look on my videos on my channel, search my channel for what did I call it? If you search pole arm or bill hook, so bill hook, I've got a bill hook. I'll look into that bloke. Get yourselves. What was his name? Larry Harley. All right, I've not heard of him personally. Let me just. I'll have a quick Google quickly. But he said I wouldn't make a good mod. Too much of an arsehole. To be a mod, you got to be you can't be too strict, but you can't be too lenient either. Ah, very nice. Yeah, bloke. He's got a beard, wearing a cap, red shirt. Yeah, it looks like he makes some very nice knives. Yeah, actually, they look lovely. I shall look into that. Yeah, Larry the Hammer. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's what you said, didn't you? I'll look into that, DJ. Did you say you've got some of his knives then? Ted said I have pole arms as well. Makes Tyson bloody difficult, I can tell you. Look, I've gone 10 minutes over chatting to him. That's how I know I'm enjoying it. I don't look at the clock. So you lot can, I can carry on late if I'm having fun. I didn't even look. I'll stay on till 1:45, and then if I forget again, we'll stay on again. But yeah, I've only looked at the clock twice all night. That's how I know I'm enjoying it. Because if not, I'm looking at the clock every fucking 5 minutes, and it drags on. Yeah, I shall look into that. I've just opened this thing. Yeah, just open up a Google search. Richard Weaponsmith, if he's in, he's made a glaive. Did you make that glaive for Liam? Thanks, Pete. Yeah, that's it. It's been a good one tonight. Sometimes it goes a bit funny if there's trolls on or something, or people ain't getting on. But no, tonight's been a good one. I've enjoyed it, and especially when it's topics I enjoy talking about, because I get as much out of it as you lot do. Then sometimes the streams are good, but it's a chat I'm not interested in, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. But most of you lot know the things I like anyway. Alex said, Mike, you might get an email from me if I can remember some short but scary stories. Yeah, I look forward to that. Yes, before I go then, if any of you have true horror stories, ghost stories, scary stuff that happened, it's got to be it's for Halloween, so it should be paranormal, really, but it doesn't matter if it ain't. I would like to hear your paranormal stories, true ones that happened to you, or maybe a friend. Don't have to happen to you, does it? You can either film it or write it down and I'll read it out. But if you don't want to be on camera, point the camera somewhere and then just sit behind the camera and tell the story. And then I can add a picture, or You know, like Pistol Crossbow fan, he just put a video on of like a fireplace and pointed the camera at that and stood behind the camera so you couldn't see him and told the story. Well, I suppose Wild Encounter, if it's sort of a scary, yeah, go on. I want sort of Halloween themed ones, if that makes sense. So you lot make your mind up. But yeah, I might as well mention that again. Yeah, and then just so either record the video and upload. What you do, you record the video, upload it unlisted, and then send me the link, and I'll download it and I'll put it on my channel then. Yeah, Tactical said the Z. Yeah, smelt strong enough trials early, but they behaved. Yeah, I thought that. But I don't mind if they're all right. Chipmunk said, look up Takashita Mike's 13 Assassins. He's the guy who made Issue the Killer. I'm sure he'll be right up your street. All right, yeah, because I like Issue the Killer. I will look into that then, Chip. Cheers, mate. Oh, Takeshi Mike. Yes, of course, yeah, Takeshi Mike, yeah. I read that completely wrong. I should have known you were saying Takeshi Mike. Yeah, I know who Takeshi Mike is, yeah. In fact, let me look up Takeshi Mike's films and I'll tell you which ones I've seen, because I'm pretty sure I've seen a few of his. I'll tell you what ones of his films I've seen. Audition, seen that. Yeah, Issue the Killer. I've definitely seen quite a few of his though. Zatoichi, if that's how you say it. Yeah, I've seen a couple of his though, yeah. Sparrow said, Mike, I'm thinking of taking my Jaxie backbone off. For just a different limb. Do you want it? As I say, email me and I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'd use it either, in all honesty. But I appreciate the offer. I don't know. Let me think about it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd use it as well. Peter said people could record a video but tape over their weapon. There you go. That's a good idea. Yeah, anything like that. Thank you, Sparrow. DJ said, yeah, the battle in 13 Assassins is stupidly epic. Chip said, he's great. Blade of Immortal is amazing too. Get yourselves. Did anyone else shoot a recurve? I've got a sort of longbow and recurve crossbows. Yeah, I did see the twat one has come up. I think there was quite a few new people coming in, but it may have been. I'll tell you what those new names, why them new people might have been on. That interactive film is getting shared quite a lot today. If you're watching one of my videos right now, it should pop up in the corner that I'm live. They may have come from that. And just a lot of people don't know what to say when they first come on. You know, as we said, it looks like we've gained a few regulars tonight, which would be good. Yeah, verses. I've got verses, DJ. I quite like that. Yeah. Smart said, I'm not selling it to. No, I knew what you meant. I just, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Spar. You know what I'm like. I'm just a bit, No, I knew you meant give me it. It's just I didn't want to also just get it and chuck it in the drawer though, because then I would feel a bit bad. Do you know what I mean? Assault on Precinct 13, yes, amazing music. I love that. Get yourself. So I've been a long subscriber, but I haven't really ever tuned in to live. Oh, that's good. Nice one. Yeah, well, yeah, because I noticed there was quite a few names on today that I'd not seen. Well, that's good. As you can see, the streams can be quite enjoyable. Yeah, we just talk about anything. Don't necessarily have to be anything weapon related. That's what I like about these. I like these as an escape from all the bullshit. So you can come on here and chat about films or whatever comes up, in all honesty, and just have a relax rather than a stressful, politics talk or some shit like that. I hate all that kind of stuff. I want to get away from that. This is like my Friday night out, so let's have a laugh, innit? Oh, what? You didn't put the old track warners in? Someone did. Someone put the old track warners in. Don't matter anyway. Maybe someone was moderating but not commenting. Yeah, wasn't me. LX Saint said, Mike, you should try looking into getting a Dremel tool. I have got access to a Dremel now. I just never use it. I'll have to. It's one of those things you have to get into the habit of wanting to use certain tools, if that makes sense. Yeah. CJ, Christopher Johnson, good to see you on, mate. How are you? Oh, you did the warnings, but someone else blocked them. Yeah, good to see you on, Chris. I think your sister was on yesterday. No, not yesterday. One on yesterday. Last weekend. Sparrow said, need to have a better. What's that? Have a. All right, Sparrow. Yeah, my issue is there's quite a few things. I'm a bit weird with my address at the minute. Not just you. It's too many people. Do you know what I mean? And then I get really paranoid about things. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I've just got to the stage where I've been trying to say to myself, every time someone says, can they send me something, to say no, even if I want it, just because of the paranoia about my address. As I say, it's not that I don't trust you, but it's the more people who have my address, if anything ever happens, it's more people I've got to sort through to find out who it is, sort of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah. JBO, just come on, just as I'm leaving. But yeah, don't ever, if anyone ever offers me something and I don't, and I just sort of say, not no, it ain't nothing personal. It's just I'm very weird with it now. Alex Saint said, do like Peaky Blinders, do a Peaky Blinders, put a razor in your hat. Self-defense. It's a joke if the police are watching. Hello, Jim, by the way. Oh, Jim. So I was a bit distracted when you came on. You're right, Jim. How are you, mate? Yeah, good to see you on. And yeah, I hope life's all right. Sorry, Jim, I was a bit distracted when you came on. I get a bit sort of forgetful. You know what I mean? No, I hope you're all right, Jim. I know you're sorry if you don't want me. I won't say, but I know you weren't having a good time at the minute. I hope you're all right. I won't say no more than that. Yeah, good to see you on, Jim. I'll stay on for a little bit longer so you can have a quick chat if you want. I won't go straight off now. I'm already late anyway. They've already kept me on for 15, 20 minutes longer than I said I was going to be. You know me, Sparrow. I'm a paranoid freak show, in all honesty. I'll tell you what I could do, because Liam don't mind doing this. He let me do it before. Liam will actually, I don't want to ask him too often to do it, but Liam actually recently let me get sent something to his house, and then he just sent it to me. So there's always that. But yeah, I've sort of been promising myself to now, every time someone says just to say no. Even if I don't want to. Even if I want the stuff. I'd love to add that stock in that fucking thing. It says on Halloween, get a couple of beers and make a fire in the woods. Well, there will be a stream that night. I don't know if I'll be able to do beers and a fire, but yeah. Chris said, night, Mike. I'm going out now. See you later, Chris. Good to see you on for a bit. Petition to get my beer box. Do you know what? I wish I could. Do you know how much they cost, though? There's something like, I think a PO box for a year is like 260 fucking quid or something. That's a lot of fucking money. It's a shame, really. Yeah. Oh, nice one. Do you remember them old pry bars? Get yourselves. Yeah, the old EDC breaker bars. Yeah. I ought to make them again. Gone all hot in here suddenly. Alexa, if you get a PO box, we'd get a load of knives. I'll look into it, see if there's a cheap alternative. The problem was I could never find a cheap alternative that was quite as good, if that makes sense. Well, I probably would potentially, yeah. He said, but you would make your money back. I'll have another look into it tonight. £1 a month Patreon, you can get 30 of you on. I've done it. I do not know what the police carry. I don't know. I do know, though, weirdly enough, that I think a lot of police, with their tactical torches, they just buy them themselves if they want a good one. Because weirdly enough, last time I was selling, slip your local. I think you can get things delivered to your local pawn shop, can't you? Last time I was selling a load of tactical torches, I put them on Facebook, but I also put them on my personal Facebook, and someone I knew from school said, yeah, I'll buy one off you. And when he came round, he said he was actually active police working in London and he needed a good torch. He actually bought an O-light off me, I think, or it was a through night. And that was to search through for evidence of the Grenfell fucking stuff. So yeah, that's how recent that was. These are good torches, are pricey. Yeah, LED lenses. Yeah, O-light are very good though. But Sparrow, we'll sort something out. I'll have a little think. But yeah, it ain't nothing personal. Just I've told myself to say no every time now. I'll see what Liam says. Yeah, Wowtac. Are they still called Wowtac? I think they may have changed their name again. Tactical. Wowtac may have changed their name again. Yeah, Wowtac are good. Wowtac are basically through night, aren't they? See you later, Alex. I'm going to go off in a second now anyway. I'm still at this, I meant to go off earlier. So, to be honest, any of the Picatinny mounted CR123 titanium battery torches are great. He said, my main purchases are torches, camp gear, and hatchets. Nice. Most of my purchases lately are stuff to make knives. So materials, brass, knife making stuff. Get yourself so good talking to you, WC. Good fun these live streams are. I'll be tuning in for more. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been a good laugh tonight. Yeah, see you in the next one. I do them Fridays and Saturdays. So yeah, if you want to join, so tomorrow I'll be on about 9:30 again. Doug, did you buy those films I sent you? Not yet. Actually, I'll do it after this, Doug. I'll remember to look up I'll go on your message after this and get them because I did get some earlier. I'll see if I can get them. DJ said, Mike, do you like your axes? Yeah, I've only got one though. Well, I don't have a lot of use for them. The only time I made a little throwing axe hatchet. Nice one, get yourselves. I'm quite tired, to be honest. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream before you go. Yeah, thank you. It's up to 33. Cheers, Tactical. So I've got a bit of clearing up to do as well now. Yeah, you're right there, DJ. You would get more use out of an axe. Yeah, we'll have a chat one day, Sparrow. Keep the things for me. We'll sort something out one day. James Barnett said, "What happened to the wall?" They're still there. I'll just quickly show you. It's still there, James. I just have to hide it behind the picture because YouTube don't allow the handling of firearms during live streams. So for the live streams, I covered them up just to stop myself losing the ability to live stream potentially. Yeah. Tomorrow, DJ. Tomorrow, 9:30. So whatever time it is for you now, 2.5 hours ago. Whatever, yeah, tomorrow. So I know some Americans are watching. So approximately 2.5 hours ago. Technically, it never said anything about not showing them, but I don't trust YouTube. And it said handling firearms. And then it says this is just one of the examples that could get you suspended. So there's no reason they couldn't say, right, you're showing guns on fire, and we don't like that. No more live streams. Yeah. Yeah. Well, these are perfect for that. They're perfect for lockdown. You want to chat on a Friday, Saturday night. That's it. that's the only reason we do get some sort of trolls on here though, because not trolls, but people get pissed and because it's Friday and Saturday night. Well, I can handle that. No, Stug said Twitch don't seem to have a problem with it. No, they don't. It's weird, isn't it? I think you enjoyed flashing your curtains. I do. Right, I'm going. I've got to go. I can barely talk anymore. Cheers for watching, everyone. I enjoyed tonight. I'll be on tomorrow about 9:30. Right. See you later, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.